Hi everyone, Gabrielle here, and today I'm going to talk about something that I think it should be, talked about. First off, alright, so we all know Microsoft or Smallsoft has come out with Windows 11, and they already handicapped folks by it. First, one of the big handicap was that not everyone's reckoner would meet the oversight to run it. So if you thought that your reckoner having Smallsoft Windows 10 on it, and if you thought you had an Intel runner, and you thought you had this enough room, and you thought you had this much free room, and all that other stuff, and the tool that that made and your strong and the tool that was keeping Windows shielded for that was letting I don't know what the name of that tool was, the trusted runner tool. If you thought you had that tool in there that was making seeing that it was Windows it was booting in running into every time, well, Microsoft or Smallsoft said no, that not everyone could run it. Well, then if it wasn't bad enough that they told a lot of folks that they couldn't run Windows 11, they want Windows 11 to be out in October, but there's already fuck ups with it. And don't take my word for it. You can go on YouTube and you can watch films on it, or you can read everywhere about the insiders who already have I'm going to say, not even the full, not insiders that get to work with Windows 11 before it even comes out for anyone, and about how it crashes, about first how apparently the toolbar locks up and freezes if they don't get a boostering or showing on it. Yeah, I'm not making that one up. You know, Microsoft or Smallsoft wants to have boosterings and showings all over Windows 11. You know, they I don't know why. And it also locks up and freezes when you're running the toolbar. At least that's what I heard. And in the beginning, it was if you were working the web shooter tool, and all that stuff would make it lock up and freeze. And then the start bar would come and go. And I know there's going to be folks saying, oh, well, by the time they have it out, yeah, well, it looks like Microsoft is rushing this one out, just like they did with every other Windows before it. Like they rushed it in 95 and 98, just like they rushed it 20 and 100 Year Day, just like they rushed it, like they rushed it Longhorn and XP and Vesta and 7, just like they rushed it 8 and 8.1. So everyone who has everyone who has a belief that 11 is going to be as good as 10, well, from it looks like right now, probably not. So then Microsoft told folks, well, if you still want to get 11 and your reckoner can't back it, you can always go download it from the likeness. One of those little disses that people get, folks get when they want to download files, shift from reckoner to reckoner, whatever. They say that's the only way it's going to work, but they say you'll be in an unbacked, unanswerable Reich, meaning that you won't get no updates, which is shit. Then they shift their mind and say, oh no, you'll still get the updates. See, Microsoft has always had a bad name for never coming right out and telling folks, this is what Xbox does, or this is what Windows does, this is what Team does, or this is what Skype does, or this is what Workstead does, or whatever, or Edge does. They don't have a hard time coming right out and saying what is going on, what's going to do, what we're doing, what we're not doing, what the tool's going to do, what the tool's not going to do. They've always had a hard time with that, and they've never ever gotten good at it. And I know there's going to be some little Apple and Google folks out there laughing about this, but you know, Apple and Google aren't really that good either when it comes to uh, talking about what all their tools do and what they're going to do and what they're not going to do. So I guess soon by 2022 is when the folks who can get it will get it. And the folks that don't get it will be stuck to 10 until 2025 YL, when 10's lifespan of backing and updates comes to an end. So sadly, a lot of folks are going to be at the kindness of hackers out there by 2025 YL. Folks who have Google Chromebooks will be at the kindness of hackers by 2024 YL. There goes my staff. I don't know about those who have Apple Macintosh reckoners or Apple Macintosh books. I don't know when their lifespan comes to an end. But I do know the ones got Genico Linux, their lifespan comes to the end the same year, 2024 YL. So I guess by that time I'll have to get a new reckoner. And I have been keeping up a lot of Gald over the years since 27 between YL. I'll have to cooling star all that stuff one day to see how much it comes down to. But it probably still won't be enough. So I guess it is what it is. I guess I don't have to keep on looking at updates for a year and a half to see if I'm going to get it, because I probably know I'm not. Because I ran the Microsoft or SmallSoft health tool, and it goes, your reckoner cannot run it. So it is what it is. And I don't really understand. I don't really know how to. I don't know how to buy those. I don't really know how those discs work. How one downloads a likeness to the disc and how one puts the disc on there. Just so you can be told just so you can go to 11 and then be told you have no updates for they're not answerable. There's no updates, nothing, or either be sent back to 10 because your reckoner can't back 11. So it is what it is. I just hope by 2025 YL that I get a new reckoner, whatever that happens to be. You know, kind of sad. You know. So anyway, it is what it is. And it's always been my bad luck. I've always getting reckoners when they're always getting cut off. I got my first reckoner was Compact Basario. And by the time I jumped to E-machines was by the time that Windows 20.0 and Windows Year Day were being ended. And by the time I got to Comcast Basario, and before I went to the E-machines, XP was already out and Longhorn was already out. And by the time I got to Vesta, well, we know Longhorn and XP were cut off, and Vesta was already being cut off. And by the time I jumped to 7 was already dead, and 8 was being cut off, and 8.1 was being cut off by the time I got to 10. So yeah, I always had that bad luck, right? So I don't know what's going to happen to me in October of 2025 YL. I don't know. Don't know. Well, there's some truth to back it up. You can go look it up on the interweb and any one of your beloved websites out there. You can look it up on either Google, Yahoo, or Bing, or DuckDuckGo, or whatever. Or you can read, or you can go look it up on YouTube or whatever, and there's some truth to back all this up. Not just making it up. So and that's it for me. I'm Gabrielle Cunningston. Hope you like this film. Bye.